Welcome Primary 5 students. The first unit in our curriculum this year is energy. And today we will explain the first lesson, which is light. We can say that light is a form of energy. And we studied in the previous year many forms of energy, because there are other forms of energy like sound energy, heat energy, potential energy, and electric energy. But light is a form of energy that can be seen. We can see sound energy, we can see heat energy, but we can see light energy. So light is a form of energy that can be seen. And also we can say that the light energy that can be seen is known as visible spectrum. So what is visible spectrum? It is light energy that can be seen. Then we will move to sources of light. And sources mean the place where something comes from, or from where we can get light. There are many sources of light, like sun, candles, kerosene lamp, and electric lamp. So sources of light are sun, candles, kerosene lamp, and electric lamp. We can't consider moon as a source of light because it is a dark body. Moon is not considered as a source of light. Then we will move to the properties of light. There are five properties of light. The first property is that light travels in a straight line. To prove that light travels in a straight line, we have a small activity. We will bring 3 wooden or carton partitions, 1, 2, and 3, and each has a centered hole. So bring 3 wooden partitions, each one has a centered hole. Then we will put them in a row, near each other in a row, in front of a lighted candle, in which all the holes are in a straight line with the flame of the candle. The holes must be in a straight line with the flame of the candle. Then we will look at the flame through the hole of the third partition. Of course, we can see the flame of the candle. But if we move one of these 3 partitions in any direction and we try to see the flame, we won't be able to see the flame, because light travels in a straight line. To see the flame of the candle, the 3 holes must be in a straight line with the flame of the candle. So we can prove that light travels in a straight line. And as a result of traveling light in a straight line, we can say that shadow or formation of shadow is a result of traveling light in a straight line. What is shadow? We can see the shadow of this toy, and we can say that shadow is a darkened area formed as a result of falling of light in an opaque object. This toy is an example of opaque object, and later in this lesson we will know the meaning of opaque object. When the light falls on this opaque object, the opaque object that can't allow light to pass through, when the light falls on opaque object, shadow is formed. So shadow is a darkened area formed as a result of falling of light on an opaque object. When we have a give reason question, formation of shadow, or why the shadow is formed. Shadow is formed as a result of traveling light in a straight line. Give reason, formation of shadow. The answer will be because light travels in a straight line. Define shadow. Shadow is a darkened area formed as a result of falling light on an opaque object. We have another note in which we can say that the nearer object to the light source has bigger shadow. If we see in this picture, we can move the toy near and far from the source of light or the light lamp. We will see that when the toy car is close to the light lamp, the shadow is very big, but when it is very far from the source of light or the light lamp, the shadow is small. So the nearer shadow to the light source the nearer object to the light source has bigger shadow. The nearer object to the light source has bigger shadow. When the object is near the source of light, its shadow will be big, but when it is far from the source of light, its shadow will be small. Let us revise the previous part. We said that the first property of light is traveling light in a straight line, and as a result of traveling light in a straight line, the first result is formation of shadow. Shadow is formed because light travels in straight line. The second result of traveling light in a straight line is the formation of image through narrow holes. Also, we have a small activity here. We will bring a box like this one, and we will remove one of its sides and replace it with a piece of semi-transparent paper. Semi-transparent paper, also we will explain it later, but it's like the tissue paper. It allows part of light to pass through it. So again, we will remove one side of the certain box and replace it with a semi-transparent piece of paper, and in the other side we will make a small hole in the opposite side of the semi-transparent paper. We have to darken the room and put the lighted candle in front of the hole at a certain distance and look at the semi-transparent paper. So again, we remove one side of a certain box and replace it with a semi-transparent paper. We make a hole in the opposite side of the semi-transparent paper. We darken the room, then put the lighted candle in front of the hole. And we have to move the candle forward and backward until we see a clear picture of the candle in the on the semi-transparent paper. After making the hole, we will put the candle and move it forward and backward till we see a clear image or a clear picture of the candle. We will see the picture, but we have to note that this picture is minimized and inverted. Minimized means it's smaller than its real size. The image format is smaller than its real size. And inverted means it's upside down. The image format is upside down. This is a narrow hole, so we can say that the image formed through narrow holes is minimized and inverted. The image formed through narrow hole is minimized, smaller in size, and inverted upside down. Formation of image through narrow holes is due to traveling of light in a straight line. Again, give reason. Formation of image through narrow holes. The answer will be due to traveling of light in a straight line. Give reason. Formation of shadow. The answer will be due to traveling of light in a straight line. We can say it in another form. As a result of traveling of light in a straight line, number 1, formation of shadow. Number 2, formation of image through narrow holes. And this was the first property of light, which is traveling of light in a straight line. Let us move to the second property of light, but we have to revise first that the image format is minimized and inverted. When we move to the second property of light, we will say that we will talk about transmission of light through different materials. Materials can be classified according to their ability to transmit light, and transmission here, or transmit, is the ability of light to pass. The ability of material to transmit light is the ability of material to allow light to pass through. Materials are classified according to their ability to transmit light into: number 1, transparent material; number 2, translucent material; and opaque material. Transparent material. Transparent material, they are materials which allow most light to pass through, and object behind can be seen clearly, like this glass and like this material. So we can say that the transparent material or transparent materials, they are materials which allow most light to pass, and objects can be seen clearly in full details through them. Examples: clear glass, glass cup, air, and clear water. The second type is translucent material, or we can call it semi-transparent material. Semi-transparent or translucent material, like this one, it allows some light to pass through, and object can be seen through them but less clear. Object can be seen but less clear. The third type is opaque object or opaque materials. They are materials that don't allow light to pass through, and objects can't be seen through them. So again, materials can be classified into transparent, translucent, opaque. Transparent, translucent, opaque. We have many questions here. Why our body is an opaque material? Can you answer this question? because it doesn't allow light to transmit through, and object can't be seen behind it. Why the clear glass is transparent material? Because it allows most light to pass through and object can be seen clearly through it. The first property of light is traveling of light in a straight line. The second property is transmission of light through different material. Then we will move to the third property, which is light reflection. When we talk about reflection, we can say that the reflection of light is the returning back of light ray when light falls on a reflecting surface. If you kick a ball and this ball fall on a wall, it will return back to you. We can say that light can do like the ball did. It means when the light fall on a reflecting surface, it return back to you. When light fall on a wall, the wall here will be a reflecting surface and the light will return back to you. We generally use mirrors to see our images in our houses. We stand in front of the mirror, our image is formed because light fall on the mirror and reflect to our eyes so we can see our image. Why do we see the road? Why do we see a pen? Why do we see the wall? The wall in the room in the room can be seen because the light fall on this wall and reflect to our eyes so we can see the wall. So the wall in the room that you are in reflect the light from the light bulb. This is reflection of light. Returning back of light ray when it fall on a reflecting surface. We have two types of reflection. The first type is regular reflection and the second type is irregular reflection. First, regular reflection, like this picture, in which it is a reflection of light when it fall on a smooth surface or shiny surface. If you look at this picture, you will find that all the light rays are reflected in one direction. All the light rays are reflected in one direction. So again, regular reflection, it is the reflection of light when it falls on a smooth surface, reflecting surface of course, and the light ray are reflected directly in one direction. And that's what happened when the light fall on a mirror, because it is a smooth surface. When it is fall on a glass, because it is a smooth surface. The second type of reflection is irregular reflection. Irregular reflection, it happens when light fall on a rough surface. Rough surface. Where the light rays are reflected in many directions. The light rays are reflected in many directions. Like what happened when the light ray fall on a white paper that is a rough surface. We have two types of reflection. Regular, that happened when the light ray fall on a smooth surface, irregular that happen when a light ray fall on a rough surface. We have a give reason question here. Why we can't see in dark? We can't see in dark because there is no light falling on objects and reflect on our eyes. So we can't see in dark because there is no light. Another give reason question. The moon seems luminous, and luminous here means bright. It appears as a lighted object like the sun. But we said in the beginning of this lesson that it doesn't considered as a source of light. How can we see it luminous? We see it luminous because it reflects the sunlight. When the sunlight falls on the moon surface, the moon reflects this light, so it appears luminous. Again, the moon appears or seems luminous because it reflects the sunlight falls on it. The first property of light was light travels in a straight line, transmission of light through different material, light reflection. The fourth one is light refraction. If we look at this picture, we can say that this pen or pencil appears broken. Why the pen appears broken when you put it in a transparent cup of water? This happens because due to the change in the direction of light when it passes from one medium to another medium. The change in the direction of light when it passes from one medium to another medium. What do you think are the two media? Where are the two media that I talked about? The two media are air and water. When light travels from water to air, it changes its direction. It changes its direction due to the changing in its speed. And I will ask you a question. Can you run in air or run with the same speed if you run in water? Can you run with the same speed in air and in water? Of course not. We will run in air faster than in water. That's what happens with light. So when light moves from air to water, the speed change, so the direction change. That's refraction. So what is refraction? It is the change of the direction of light when light passes through the separating surface between two transparent media. What do you think are the two media? Of course, air and water. Why the light change in the direction? Why the direction of light changed? Due to the change in the light speed. Due to the change in the light speed. Give reason. The pen seems broken when you put it in a transparent cup of water. The answer will be due to light refraction. You have to know the answer of this give reason question. You have to study the definition of light refraction. And finally, we will move to the last property of light, which is light splitting or separation. We can say that White light consists of 7 spectrum colors. White light consists of 7 spectrum colors. So we can separate light into 7 colors by using a glass prism. This is a glass prism, and we can separate white light into 7 spectrum colors, and this is light splitting or light separation. It is the separation of white light into 7 colors called spectrum colors. The 7 spectrum colors are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So white light can be separated into 7 colors, and this is a reason of formation of the rainbow. White light can be separated into 7 colors when the drop of water after raining or during raining act as a glass prism that separate white light into 7 colors. So the rainbow formed. Rainbow appears in the sky during rainfall due to splitting of light. Give reason: the formation of spectrum colors due to light splitting. Formation of spectrum colors is due to the splitting of white light into 7 colors, 7 spectrum colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. 5 properties of light. Our lesson finished. Thank you for listening. I hope you study it now. See you in the next lesson. Thank you.